Hello, good morning, good evening, and good night to all of you beautiful people. I am Pig. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for clicking on. Subscribe to join the swine family. And we got a 5-star lucky drop. Let's see. You know, I don't know if I'll use that, whatever. But I've been using this deck. We're going to be using this deck. Maybe I'll switch it around. Maybe I'll play another deck. But we're 5 games off of Ultimate Champion, and we are playing the Lumberloon, big beefy Lumberloon deck, and we'll just see how it's going. So, you know what I love? Spirit Empress. It is such an amazing and beautiful card. And look at that, you're screwed. Fire Spirit's still gonna connect. Goblin's gonna get a hit, but I'm awesome. I've been playing a lot of this deck recently, and I still don't feel like I'm a master with it. It's kind of like one of the cards in this deck, they're always going to be useless, where it, okay, but one of the cards is always not going to be used, like the Inferno Dragon, where it's like, if I play like a Fireball bait deck, I have like no use for my Inferno Dragon, and then there are also times where this deck like is horrible. I'm pretty sure earlier today I played a Golem Pump deck, and that's just a complete hard counter. Nothing I can do about that. But I don't know what this guy's playing. I think, and I hope he's playing the version of the deck where Tesla is his only anti-air card. And it's starting to feel like that might be the case. So, whoa! I was not expecting the Spirit Empress to lock in like that. Okay, so I messed up my timing and everything. My bad, everyone. But I love Spirit Empress. I feel like it's just a better flying machine. And for 6 elixir, it better be. People don't understand how much health it does, how much damage it does. Like, all the interactions are completely different because, like, Musketeer, Executioner, Firecracker, Flying Machine, a lot of people are used to these, like, pre-made interactions. And then the Spirit Empress, people aren't used to them, and then they underestimate that beautiful card. I don't know why he's pulling that away. It's about to be double elixir. I think I'm just gonna have a little bit of fun and Lumberloon in a second here, and I think he's holding on to his elixir because he's anticipating it. But I might get away with like a freeze or something. No, that's not gonna happen. But I think I can cook up a pretty nasty push against this guy. This deck, you have to be really patient and just wait like a viper, like a snake or something, to like finally attack. And then, yeah, like I said, I have not used the Inferno Dragon like at all this game, and then I've really, what is he doing that for? I've just been throwing stuff in the back and just waiting for him to make a move, and I was really thinking about freezing for a second there, and I don't, so like I'm telling him like exactly what I'm doing right now. Like, he knows I'm just building this big push, and he thinks he can just like chip me off, but he doesn't understand the Spirit Empress. And then I don't really use the Spirit Empress ability for the most part, and I might, if I get the elixir, I'm going for a freeze. Never mind, he had that Evo below. He had that Evo going off. But I had my Evo Lumberjack going crazy. But I'm going to bowler up high. I mean, this is really a chip deck. He doesn't have a way to, like, punish me or go in. Like, I can always just kind of do my own thing. And I'm not feeling like Lumberlooning here just because he's waiting for it. But I'm going to do it anyways. And I should have had my bullet ready for his Evo, because that's not going to work out well. But that's what we have the Spirit Empress ability for. And it looks like we get to save on looks like we get to hold on to our balloon for a little bit, and maybe Bowler gets a chip damage, but he's terribly out of cycle right now. Wait, I'm doing it, man. I'm just in the mood for it. I might get 1 death damage is damage, but I was hoping I could elongate the balloon's presence there and then maybe go in for something cheeky. But I'm just going to do it again, you know. Definition of insanity, am I right, everyone? And then I'm just going to preemptively use the ability because he's got a Tesla right now, but okay, didn't really. I guess it's getting chip damage. I might get a hit. I might tornado something into the bowler's radius and freeze, and no! That was so close. That was so close. All right, so I just got to go into major distract mode because I only have or tornado and... Dude, chill out on me. Yeah, I only... Whoa, that helped me out. But I only have a tornado and freeze, and those aren't really cards you want to chip someone away. But it feels like I have all the elixir in the world, so I'm just going to throw everything into the middle and freeze it. Throw my ability down, just play everything. I don't know why he thought he could go in here with a little Evo. I mean, it's over. Long game there. And I'm going to do something a little crazy here. I'm going to do that. because I feel like I don't really use the Inferno Evo that much, like, consistently, where probably, anecdotally, it's going to happen this game where I wish I had it, but it's also 2 cycles on a beefy deck. I might not even need the Lumberjack Evo, but we have it. But this is like also one of those decks where I just have to sit here and wait for him to do something, because if I make any wrong play with one of my 5 or 6 or 7 with one of my 5 or 6 elixir cards, and like let's say I bowler the right lane in the back and then he decides to throw down a Royal Pigs in the left lane, like he has the full power to do something like that and it would just screw me over. This is a very delicate deck. Like, it's Lumberloon, it's no skill, whatever, yada yada, get it out, but it is really like that sometimes. So I don't know, I try to play as passive as possible, and I don't know, that's also like a terrible habit I have, is that like I am not passive within the first 2 minutes of the game, and a wise man such as myself would say that this is Graveyard. And so I assume he has a building, and I also assume, what the heck, what? I also assume that those are his only 2 anti-air cards. I could freeze, but I don't know how I would come back from this, so I'll just take my chip damage and sit back and defend. Bowler is putting in work for me. There's no way you have Elixir for a Graveyard, so that's not going anywhere. That's not doing anything. It still gets off. This might be a little bit too much damage for my liking. A little bit too much. Dude, my light is like, what? Okay, I'm turning it down. Maybe I look slightly better now, but my bowler is a very important card in this deck, so I'm just playing like Inferno Dragons in the back just to throw them away, just as garbage. Like, they can do whatever they want with them. Ooh, interesting. I don't like how this guy is playing passive. Like, I don't like being the one to make plays, being the one to be like, all right, so forget what I was saying. First of all, I really need a Spirit Empress down, and then maybe a freeze. If he plays everything all on top of each other, I don't care. I'm still doing it. That does not... How did that reach? I thought it would retarget. All right. All right, everyone. All right, everyone. Let's just slow our roll. Spirit Empress is still alive. His win condition is his Bar Barrel. All right, so that wasn't a good Ice Spirit, if you ask me. Look at this. He already knows what I'm doing. I'm just throwing Elixir down. I'm not going to be able to get an Empress down. I don't know what I can do about his Skeleton Dragons. Actually, Empress is a good play because I don't know really what all he can do about the Empress in the back. Like, he doesn't have that much damage, or that many things that can do damage. And he's going to do his stupid ability again. And how about this, huh? Huh? Do you like it if I use my ability on your tower? Whatever, punk. Wait, I could get something cheeky down here, right? Bowler's locked on. This could be a freeze moment. Nah, it's not going to be a freeze moment. But I'm out of a good cycle. That should have been a freeze moment, guys. But is he finally going to play a Graveyard? There it is! Alright, let's hope he also has... No, he does not have a freeze or anything. But he just has his little poison. I don't know where all that damage is coming from, if you ask me. But, whoa. Whoa. What was that about? What was that for? And I'm getting ready to freeze. Or I will just Tornado Bowler again. Yeah, alright, he's panicking. He's panicking. You're not getting to my tower. What? Did he give up? What was that for? Okay, so I have enough. It's over! That doesn't do enough damage. I should have tornadoed. Wow! So we are now officially turning this into a gimmick deck. It's gonna be hard to fully do a gimmick with this deck when you have like 4 average elixir. Alas, we will persevere. I got something to say to you too. I think I mentioned this already, but yeah, you do not want to make the first play with this deck. Normally, I always make the first play because I'm tired of waiting. I don't know what I'm getting BM'd for right now. But I think I will go in with a little Lumber and a little Jack action. Then, let's see if he has a second small tank. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. I think Spirit Empress solos, though. It's the best card in the game. But what is... So yeah, I mean, he has 2 ranged units, fun. Why not? I don't know. This deck is a lot of just farting around and placing random cards in the back until double elixir. Then you find out what they're playing, and then you try to execute a plan using whatever weaknesses they have. So, like, I try to catch them out of cycle. I try to do anything like that to get an edge. But he's also just playing passive. I don't know what his win condition could be. Honestly, it could be anything. It could be Mega Knight. But I'm just going to keep playing cards in the back until he does some crap like that. And then I'm going to pull that back and then hopefully be able to tornado this into the King Tower. Right? Right? Alright. Spirit Empress will not put in work because of the Executioner. But now I know that for some reason this deck is a Lumberloon deck. Like, how? And I also hate how people wait until, like, 2 minutes into the game to finally play all their stuff together, or to finally play their Lumberloon. That's always so annoying to me. It's like, I'm honest about my deck, you know? I throw it out into the open, I throw it out into the world, I let you know what I'm doing. And he's just gonna wait until he can find an opening. But what if that never happens? He doesn't have a building, so maybe that Evil Valkyrie will pull in. Okay, he doesn't care. Oh, he's freezing me. Alright, I'm going to freeze as well, so we can get a little tower trade. Well played. Leave me alone, man. Stop talking to me, honestly. And here it is! Here it is, everyone! Yippee! I'll have to tornado this. Yeah, especially because he's trying to get away with something. I don't know what that, like, really preemptive freeze was. I'm going to go in the pocket here, and then he can't even freeze me. Go, 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 go. And then I'm spamming. No, I'm not. No, I'm spamming the ability for that Executioner instead of a freeze to get one hit, everyone. One hit. And then, honestly, I might just try to defend my way out of this game. All 3 of my games today have been... I don't know why I did that, guys. But all 3 of my games today have been super weird. They've all gone on way too long. I don't know what that I don't know what's happening anymore. Okay, you guys got to stop asking me questions. We're having like a little passive baby off, where like neither of us goes in. Okay. Yeah, he's scared of me. He's really very scared of me. And then my balloon is going to kill his musketeer. He's not going to... He can do that. Maybe... I don't know how it targets. Maybe it goes after the closest one. He's going to freeze, so I'm going to freeze. And this looks like game. Never mind, he was saved by the Evil Valkyrie. I doubt he did that on purpose. That was not well played, and I don't like you. Alright, we got one hit there. He'd be smart to go after my King Tower, and then maybe if he's going to chip out my King Tower or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to get, like, any damage I can. Alright, balloon to maybe kill something here. He's going to freeze. I'm going to freeze. I'm just trying to get chip damage. That's all I'm trying to get here. And my Spirit Empress to lock in, because I can probably hold on for 30 seconds, okay? Have faith in me. Then he's going to freeze. Then I can tornado, but I think this is a done deal for him. I might just freeze just because there's 15 seconds left, and it doesn't really matter, but... Yeah, I got more damage on his tower. I don't need to go in. I pretty much already won. Wow, indeed. Leave me alone, dude. But yeah... This was only 3 games, but they were all like 5 minutes long, so we're pretty much done with the video, everyone. Thanks for watching.